Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, and you are on the Archie Luxury live stream. That's right, guys. This is the early morning show for you Americans. It's the midday show for Israelis, and it's the nighttime show for Aussies, Aussie boomers, Aussies. Okie dokie, guys. Let's get the show started. Let's get it happening. Let's run the intro and let's chat nostalgia. What a great show we had yesterday. Guys, it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury live stream, and it's fantastic to have you guys here. That's right, guys. We might be doing a shorter show. Lux is celebrating a special event today, so he won't be joining us. But the good news is, guys, is that I am firing on all cylinders. It's really good. So let's get this baby going. We did a really interesting thing yesterday. We were talking about nostalgia, and it's kind of funny, we were talking about the Love Boat, and we were looking at some of the stars on the Love Boat, and it really got me thinking. There are many. It's funny how TV shows can take you back in time. And I remember when I was a kid watching Grizzly Adams. Remember Grizzly Adams? Now, this was my first introduction to bear. Hey, what do you think? First introduction to bear was the Grizzly Adams show. And I got to tell you something. It was quite fascinating. It was fascinating in the sense that that TV show, Grizzly Adams, I love the wilderness. I love Grizzly Adams. And cheers, Fikers. We got Tommy in the chat. Tommy, come on. Let's come on the stream and have a chat to me. Come on, guys. Come on, have a chat. Come and have a talk to me. Come on. Come on the stream, have a chat to me. I'm just going to post the link. Come on, guys. Come on the stream, have a bit of a chat. Yeah, Grizzly Adams show. What can I say, guys? I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I also had my good friend Lancey. There was so many good stuff. I remember so much good stuff. Yeah, those were the days. You know, going back in time, I was actually very, it's funny, the interweb, and we've got, Netflix and that now. We can watch everything on demand. But there was a time going back when your ass had to be there to watch the program. And oh, we got Tommy jumped on. Here we go. Hello, Tommy. How are you, my friend?
Hey, man. I'm here for you, dude. I'm here for you.
Hey, Tommy. Tommy, how old are you, Tommy? 24?
24.
You were born in 1999.
Correct. February.
Wow. February 1999. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And how are things going, Tommy? Talk to me. What's happening?
Honestly, really good, man. I had a long phone call with the doc, actually. That's why I'm still awake. And
yes.
yeah.
What time is it in America? What time is it?
6:38 a.m. Oh, yeah.
Tommy, you're in America. You've done incredibly well. You picked a internet stock which made you quite well off. Is that correct?
Well, actually, I started a business in college and I sold that, and that helped, start with the money I had. And then through there, investing, buying up pretty much the S&P, a lot of stock in Microsoft. That just did well for the last, 8 years, 10 years.
Is it wrong to ask, are you a millionaire?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, if you added all assets up, but it's not liquid at all.
Well, shares are very liquid. You could sell them tomorrow.
Well, I'm not just in shares. That's the problem.
Okay, no worries there. We got a super chat. Let me get this. Hello to Dis. Hello, my man Dis. How are you?
Hey, good to see that the link worked. You got all my viewers.
Thank you so much.
Good seeing
you
so much. Great stream.
Roland,
thank you.
Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai baht. I take Lux has to make up for this leave with overtime. No, Lux told me he's got a celebration to have there. He wants to celebrate occasion with his fiance, girlfriend, and everything is very good there.
P. Lucas's comment made me laugh. Car mats.
Archie needs new car mats. Yeah, I've still got, you know what? I put those rubber mats in. They are fantastic. That's are beautiful mats. Sometimes I must admit I do take them out and put the fabric ones back in there just if I, but the beauty of them is it's my choice of which mats I use there.
Yeah.
Tom, Roland Travel Channel. Tom, tell your version of happened with Higgins and JJ. Tommy, tell your what happened with Higgins and JJ.
Sure. And I don't want to take too much time to explain it.
No.
But my version of events is I remember I've been here for a little over 2 years now. I remember what happened with Higgins, with ER, Double O, Tim, all of this stuff. And a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't know what happened with JJ. So my version of what happened is simple because I trust JJ. I know what he says is true.
Sure. We love JJ.
Basically, Higgins was approached by GMT because GMT knew that JJ wanted a watch, and GMT thought it was helpful to say, hey, I know this German guy, Higgins, so hey, how about he can help you? And Higgins told him, hey, I know these people 30 years, and you know what? Higgins tried to come off like he could help a lot, and he ended up completely ruining everything. He cost JJ his relationship in New York. He cost that guy's relationship with his friend in Germany that was a 30-year relationship, Paul. 30 years gone
Don't
in a
worry.
phone call.
Hey, don't look. If it can be gone in a phone call, it wasn't that great a relationship, was it?
Well,
Hey?
I guess you could say that, but it's a person's business. I mean, you had a business, you know what it's like. If you have a major client, you don't want to lose that supplier.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure it was an accident. Okay, Higgies is a nice guy. Okay.
If you think that, you can, but I know a lot of people who thought that before what JJ said, and they've changed their mind. But I don't want to mention them on air.
It doesn't matter. Hey, I want to ask you something, Tommy. So you did very well. You had a business. You sold it. What was the business doing? Is that rude to ask, or you don't want to tell us?
I can tell you whatever you want. So basically,
okay.
and I told this before, and I know Roland
Yeah.
remembers this. It was about defense. So essentially, long story short, we started a company. One of the people I was involved with, he found someone who had access to a lot of supply, and I was basically able to be the middleman. I never had to buy anything. It was very low cost, which is why I was attracted to it, and I didn't expect to make anything. But we were able to put together some deals, and we were glorified salesmen at the end of the day. But
That's okay.
yeah, it worked out. We got lucky, and I'm very grateful for the time. It taught
And you're
me
driving
a lot.
a BMW. You're driving a BMW 3 Series now.
F30, you better believe it.
Yeah. Roland Travel Channel 40 Tybart watch was only worthy of a German, not an American. Thank you, Roland Travel Channel. So tell me this: what happened in your own case? What do you think is enough to be comfortable? Seriously, I'm not talking rich, but
Sure.
to be comfortable, what is the line in the sand?
So
Network.
for me, my problem is
Mhm.
I've never had to live on my own in that way, Paul. So it's
Mhm.
hard for me to gauge that. Where I live now,
Mhm.
it's New Jersey. It's not a secret. That's an expensive
Mhm.
state. So for me, I probably have to, make probably six figures if I wanted to have a chance at living on my own. If I didn't have what I already had. Now, that being said, for me, I don't need a lot to be happy. I have one watch, Paul. I mean, technically I have a Tissot, but really I have the Batgirl. That is my one
Yeah,
watch.
you one
And I'm
watch.
happy with that, man. I don't need anything else. I have a car that I like. I don't even really need that. If I had a Lexus, I'd be happy just the same. For me, it's really more about relationships.
330i. Haven't you got a 330i?
Yeah, just a basic. And it was
What
a
color?
demo like yours, actually.
What color? What color is it?
White exterior, beige interior.
Oh, beautiful. Sunroof?
Yeah,
Sunroof, beautiful. That's a nice car. What's the problem with that car?
nothing at all.
Do you garage it?
Absolutely.
Okay. How many miles does it have on the clock now?
I think it's like 70,000.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. And what do you do with yourself now? Do you have a job? Do you have
No.
enough money? No, okay.
So I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I've been doing is watching these freaking streams. That's why I've been awake at all hours of the night.
Yes.
But what I really want to do is get my MBA. That is my next mission.
Ah. Okay.
That was always my
And
plan before the success. So that's what I want to do.
okay. You have a bachelor's degree at the moment
Yes, I do.
in business?
No, actually, political science and philosophy, because I was thinking of going to law school, and I'm still not totally
Okay.
opposed to that, but I like finance.
That's okay. So tell me this. To buy a little house,
Sure.
well, in New Jersey's expensive. What state would you move to in America?
I actually love New Jersey, but if I was to move to a different state, that's a great question, Paul. If I was concerned about money, probably a state like Georgia. My problem is I hate the heat, so I probably wouldn't like that. But that's a good state for money. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you ever watch Caleb? You know, the guy who gives financial audit?
I don't believe so. I've never heard of Caleb.
Caleb, he does financial audit. He goes through people's finances and tells them, you're spending too much. You're doing this. You should do this. He gives you advice.
It's like that American guy. You know him. I forget his name.
Not Dave Ramsey, you mean?
Yeah, like people call in, they give him.
But Dave Ramsey's more for schmucks. This is financial audit is more like he doesn't hate credit cards. He said credit cards, if you use them sensibly, are
of course.
It's hello. How are you, my friend? How are you going?
Thank you. I just had a great stream with great guests, and Tommy was watching as well. And
yes,
I'm very happy to be here with you, Archie, and with Tommy, two people I really appreciate in the Archieverse. Yeah, it's all good. I'm feeling great.
Oh man, that's fantastic. We really do appreciate it. Make
great to
Archie
hear.
great again. Tell me this, you're going to become a full-time YouTuber, is that correct?
No, I'm going to work in something else that has to do probably with education. I want to work in education.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to help students, just help people study and learn. I think that's a very important thing to do.
Noble thing to help
Did you
people.
did you ever go to school for that, Dis? Are you trained in
No,
teaching that?
I haven't been trained, but I might get a gig at helping, being a teaching assistant in
Oh,
in a
nice.
high school.
My
Yes,
sister does something along those lines, something close to that.
yes. So
It is rewarding. You deal with a lot, though.
I might start doing it in September. So hopefully, fingers
wow.
crossed, I will be able to get that job.
Oh,
This is a
hopefully you
paid
get
gig. This is paid.
Of course, it's paid. It's paid. You get all
We
the
don't do
benefits.
shit for free, Paul. Don't do shit for
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
So, Tommy, you live at home with your parents or your dad or your
Yes, I
mum?
do. My parents, they're together. Yes.
Okay. What stops you selling some of the stocks and equities you've got and buying an apartment somewhere? Wouldn't
Well,
that be
right now,
amazing?
I think, I mean, I lived alone when I was at college. I thought that was very good to have that responsibility. But honestly, right now, I just think it's such a shitty time to move anywhere. I mean, with you have interest rates of 6, 7%, that's outrageous. And renting, finding roommates in this area. I mean, I haven't ever tried, so I don't know. But it's a good thing to look into, Paul. You're right.
What does an apartment cost in your area? What is an apartment? I'm not talking a house. I mean an
Yeah,
apartment.
an apartment. Where I live, there really aren't apartments like that. I would say if I went to more, busy areas, probably probably $2,000. That's my guess. I don't know. I have no idea.
To buy it, not to rent
Oh,
it.
to
To
buy
buy
it.
one.
Oh, I have no
Hmm.
freaking idea. I mean, you're probably looking at a minimum of 100, I would think. Probably
Ooh,
multiple hundreds. I mean, where I live,
yeah,
it's pretty expensive.
yeah. What about Vegas? Would you do Vegas? You hate the heat.
I've never been to Vegas. I hate the heat, so that would be brutal.
Never been to Vegas?
Never been to Vegas.
My God.
Yeah, I'm not really, a huge party guy. We have AC. I've gambled like a couple times. I've actually told you that before, where I won using the house money, but I've never really risked a lot of my own money gambling, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean to live, not to gamble.
Yeah, no,
to
I
live.
know. I mean, to live, like you said, the heat, honestly, would be brutal.
So, are you? How's your girlfriend going? What's happening with your girlfriend? Tell me that.
I mean, we're pretty much where we've been. I mean, we're still together. We're still hanging out, still talking, still doing well. There hasn't been any
She was a
significant
bit
updates.
controlling, wasn't she?
Yeah, at least a year and a half, 2 years ago, 100%.
So how did you fix that?
Well, I think it was more just having an honest conversation. And I really think, Paul, at that time, she had never had a job before. She didn't really know what it was like. And since then, she's done a lot more. So I think she matured, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have to do much.
I would like to see you get into your own condominium.
It's probably a good idea.
What's happening to the share market in America? Market's down at the moment. It's a bit flat. What's it like?
No, the stock market is honestly pretty close to all-time highs. I mean, we're in a bull market territory now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Killing it.
What's happening with interest rates?
Well, I know some people were looking at a possible slowing of hikes. Some people think it's going up. I think the consensus was like 4%, something like that. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too concerned about that, really, because for me, at my age, I'm invested in equities mostly. I have a couple of other things, but mostly, stocks. I think you're safe no matter where it is right now, if you're my age.
Yes.
Buy index funds. That's all you need to do.
Buy index funds. Vanguards?
Yeah, I mean, whether it's, for me, I probably would go Schwab, but honestly, they're really similar. It's whatever you like. I'm more weighted towards tech, but if I was, 40, 50, 60, probably better to be a general market. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Even dividends when you reach 60s. I mean,
you don't like real estate? You don't like real estate yourself?
I've honestly never really liked real estate. Now, that being said, it's important to get in when you can because it's really only going up long term, right? So it's probably a good idea if I get in there sooner rather than later. But in terms of investment, I got to pick stocks over housing 100% of the time. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it.
I see. Now, tell me this: in your case, there, what is your aim? So you got some good investments. You got over $1 million invested. Jesus Christ! Why don't you buy your own apartment, get your own independence, Tommy?
Well, what I'm thinking of doing, and this could be stupid, but what my plan has always been, like I said, if I could get that MBA, and my girlfriend, she's going to med school actually. If we could come together, at some point when we figure out exactly where I'm going to be going to school, where she's going to school, have an honest conversation about that, that's when I can plan where do I want to live, where do I want to buy a place. Because I'd much prefer to buy a smaller house than an apartment if I can. That is always been my goal.
Okay.
But I really haven't looked into it, Paul. So that's why
Don't-
the answers I give you, they're not going to be that great because I don't know the situation really. I just know interest rates are high and now's not the best time to buy.
Interest rates. Oh, you wouldn't just pay cash. Why wouldn't you
Probably
just pay
not. No,
cash?
if the rate's 2%, 3%,
But
I
it's
might
not
as well
2%.
just. Oh,
It's not.
no. I'm not saying
Now
now.
we're looking. What's the? We're looking at 7%. That's expensive money, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do it now. I would wait for it to be 2%, 3%. I think that's coming
It could be a
within the
while.
year. Yeah, I'm not really in a rush to go anywhere though.
Yeah.
You know.
Ah.
I
Yeah.
see. Archie,
Mm.
have you ever been in Turkey? Oh, we have a super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? Rolling Travel Channel 40 Taibat. What happens if you indirectly sold arms to terrorists? Hey,
That's a great question.
we make good margin with terrorists. They're all customers. Anyone with money is a customer. Sir!
Sound like Victor Bout. He just got released, actually, I think. That's a good question, Roland. I mean, for me, I didn't have to do any
A
of,
customer with money is a customer indeed.
That's a good way to get in trouble, Paul.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of regulations in that, man. EUCs, you have, the regulations, ITAR regulations. It's nuts. The chances of that happening are very slim when you're operating in America.
Mm-hmm. I see. Tell me this, Tommy. Tommy, you've made your money. You have enough? Is that enough?
To live off forever? No, definitely not. That's why I really want to learn, skills. I've always wanted to, be in finance, learn stocks and all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, it's definitely more than enough. I've really no expenses.
I see. No expenses. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's pretty well good. How many years into medicine is your girlfriend?
Well, she's applying for medical schools right now. She already took the MCAT and she already has a couple acceptances from
Oh, she's got
before.
a bachelor's degree?
Oh yeah, she already graduated.
Okay, so student debt she's going to have is going to be huge. Do you
She has
think you
no
could?
student debt. Her parents are paying for everything. They're doctors as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're way more well off than I am, Paul.
Yes, I see what you mean. My God, interesting stuff, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I feel blessed where I am right now, man.
It's good
yes,
that you can appreciate what you have. Not think about what you don't have, but think about what you have right now and appreciate it.
And during COVID, I lost my uncle who was easily my closest family member. I've lost a lot of people, and I would have given any amount of money to keep those memories. So that's why being friends with you, Paul, you,
yes,
Doc. I mean, I just had like a 6-hour conversation with Doc. I would take that over money any day of the fucking week. I can tell you that straight up.
yes.
Fucking A. Fucking A.
You know?
Friendship is above money. That's why I don't like to combine friendship and money.
No.
No.
And that's why it's amazing you got that sub recently from your friend. Like, that's a fucking amazing
It's a
story.
great story, isn't
I
it?
love
It
it.
is an
I love
amazing
that, dude.
story.
You deserve that more than anyone. I promise.
Yes, he does.
Thank you.
This does deserve that more than anyone. I 100% agree with the Dismeister.
100%.
Ah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that's a great way to be. That's a fantastic way to be. Wow. So, how many years do you reckon you'll stay with your parents?
I'm sure they want to know the answer to that, right?
Because the problem is,
yeah.
sometimes if you stay with them, it's okay to say it's cheap and it doesn't cost anything, but isn't it? You got no independence. You know what I mean? You got to do what they
100%.
want. And
It's probably not a good thing when you're trying to learn how to be on your own, right? Because if, God forbid, anything happens to them, if you're not prepared for that when they are here, that's a problem. I agree with you. You know, and I have to really look at that, Paul. You know, I have to decide and really come up with a figure there. But right now, I haven't thought about it.
Now, your BMW, you paid for the car, or your parents
My
paid
parents,
for that?
my parents, my dad bought that.
Because so how did he afford? That's quite an expensive thing to give to some. Isn't that a lot of money or
well,
not?
in America, it's not nearly as much as yours is. You know, he probably paid 25 to 30. That's my guess. Obviously,
see.
that's not cheap, but it's also not insane. You know, in
Are
America,
you
the
going to
average car price is 50 now.
how many years is your car now?
2017. So what? We're looking at 6
Ooh.
years.
When do you want to get rid of it?
Well, it's a BMW, so keeping it too long is a problem, but I have pretty
Yes.
low miles on it, Paul. That's the thing. So I
Yeah.
can get away with it for a while. I did get a letter from them. They offered me like 18 grand at the dealership. I probably could get a little bit more for that if I went private. But
Yeah.
I have to look at that, man. I really don't know.
Interesting. And it's been a good car for you. You love it.
It's been great. I love how it, you know, feels to drive. I love, you know, I haven't had any, you know, God forbid, expensive repairs. It hasn't been a nightmare. You know, it's been nice.
How many times have you changed the tires yet? How many have you gone through a set of
So
tires?
I don't handle any of the maintenance part.
Okay. Who
I'm
does
sure
that?
I've gone through tires. My dad, he does everything for that because he also has a BMW X3, and he has
Yeah.
his dealer, and he also has, you know, not a dealership, but a guy who works on European cars. That's usually where we take it. You know, at the dealer, it's, you know, obviously expensive.
In Indy. Yeah. Wow. That's fantastic.
Yes, we're pretty good here, you know, in terms of getting cars serviced and stuff. But hey, you know, with BMW, years 6, 7, and 8, that's not fun to have.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 and 7 and 8. Ooh.
It's nasty, Paul. It's nasty.
Yeah. It can be nasty. So that's incredible story to have. That's inspiring, really. Um.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel blessed about it, man.
Yeah. So how far out of New York, New Jersey? That's not far at all. You can drive into the city, can't
Oh,
you?
you absolutely can. Now, I'm more on the south side of Jersey, so for me, New York's probably like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
2
2
hours
hours.
away.
Do you go to
North.
New York much yourself?
Honestly, the last time I was there, I saw Tim, and that was like a year ago. So not very often.
Okay.
I
Not
went
very often.
Not very often. I
Wow.
went more when I was younger for travel. You know, that's kind of the city to hang out at. Philly's a nightmare these days. But yeah, not too often, no.
I see. Interesting. And yeah, New Jersey. New Jersey, yeah. Um you live near the Sopranos house? Do you know the Sopranos?
Yeah, I do know the Sopranos. Now that's mostly north. You're probably closer to Mr. Zoso, JJ area up
Yeah.
there than me. But
Yes.
yeah, I do know that general area. Yes, my mom's from that area.
Oh, I see. Um okay. Okay, that sounds pretty damn good. You've got everything happening for you then, haven't you?
Well, I feel blessed in terms of, you know, not having to worry about where, you know, the meal is going to come from or money. But, you know, in a lot of ways, I really feel like COVID, it was very difficult. And that's why, honestly, that's why I came on the stream, Paul, is because this was an outlet. And it's great to talk to people like you. I got to meet Doc, Ron. You know, there's so many great people here. And I really want to thank you for that, because no amount of money could have given me that.
Yes. Yeah. I see what you're saying. That's really sweet of you to say that, Tommy.
It's true, man. It's how I feel.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
yeah.
I'm.
If sorry, go ahead.
No, I keep going. You go. Keep
I
going.
mean, Archie, you do realize that because of you, and I'm not kissing your ass. I'm just saying
Yes.
things are as they are. Many people have
Mhm.
gotten together, met, became close friends, like Doc and Tommy, who are close friends, right, Tommy?
Yeah, absolutely.
It wouldn't have
Mm.
happened if you back in 2009 you wouldn't have picked up your camera and say, "I'm gonna make a watch about Louis Vuitton bags." It's because of you, and you need to remember that whenever you feel down, that you connected a lot of people together and you made
Wow.
wondrous things.
Absolutely.
That's very cool. That's
Yeah, it
very
is.
cool.
I see.
Mm. No, that's exactly it. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end, you know? It's funny how fast time flies. Like now time can be very, very disruptive there. You look at time, and I was just saying this to somebody before. I've been full time on YouTube for 9 years. So my IT thing ended in September 14,
Wow.
right? That's and then I went full time on the tubes. It's coming up to 9 years, and I got to be totally honest with you. 9 years full time.
Takes a lot of charisma, man.
Full. It's incredible. 9 years full time, and I've been. We've had some. Who would have thought COVID? What the hell is COVID? I never thought we would have had something like that. COVID was a.
I know, it's nuts.
COVID. We got a super chat from Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht. Did you ever meet Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht. Did you ever meet yellow-haired grifter
Or OC.
or OC, Tommy? Well,
Yep.
Tommy has said he met grifter.
I
Did
met
you meet
both of them
OC?
at the same time,
Hmm.
actually. So basically what happened, just to tell you quickly, Roland, I was invited. This was when Tim and AC3 were cool. And this is actually where the ER conspiracy came from. OC told me that day about it. But yeah, I met both of them. And honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about anyone. I got to meet Humble Pine. He was incredible. That guy is awesome. Obviously things changed after that, and you can clearly see which side I'm on.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. It's quite the thing that I find really, really interesting is that time goes so fast. I was 9 years full time.
Yeah.
And 9 years full time. And I've had some ups and downs, Tommy. I've had some really big ups and downs.
Sure.
How long do you think the streaming will last for me as a job?
Honestly, you've been killing it. I saw your numbers the other day. Obviously Tan showed the chart. Mookie showed some stuff. I think you could do this for a long time, and I just think you have to keep pushing forward. I think you're getting better. You're recovering from stuff that recently happened, and it's guys like Tan, Bear, Narc, Curly. They're gonna help you move forward. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Narc. He's an interesting guy, isn't he? What do you think about Narc?
I love that guy, dude. He is hilarious. He stirs up stuff. He makes up stuff. He's great. Honestly, he's one of the best panel members you've ever had.
That's his shtick, isn't it? To make stuff up.
Of course. I mean, half the things he says are completely made up, and he's trying to get you to react to it. So then he can go to that person and be like, "Oh, look what they said about you." It's great. It's hilarious.
That's a good point. Nostalgia. I got to tell you, Tommy, it's incredible how you've had success at an early age.
Lucky.
You don't want to just go and buy an apartment in Florida. Go and live if you like the hotter weather. Florida could be the place.
I do like Florida in the winter. It's gorgeous. The only thing is number one, It's very expensive in the places of Florida I would want to live in. That's number one. Number two, I mean, that's far away from family. There's a lot of problems with that idea, but mostly the heat, man. The heat. That humidity would kill me. You guys are complaining about 60-degree weather. I mean, I would kill for 60-degree weather, man. I love it.
60-degree. Okay, got you. I gotta say, Tommy, you've got your world at your feet. You're a young guy. It's good you don't have to scratch out a living, isn't it? Like you've basically got a good bit of seed capital, haven't you?
Yeah, it's so good, Paul. And honestly, I'm so fortunate because I know so many people don't have that.
Yeah, yeah. It is very fortunate. The seed capital is there. So, Tommy, why don't you sell off some of your equities and buy a condo, buy an apartment, or even a little house?
Well, I mean, like I said, I haven't thought about that really. I definitely wouldn't want to get a house in this market, and I wouldn't pay cash for it if the rate is low enough, which I personally think it will go lower.
But
For
have you
me,
got a
I
job?
want to have
Could you get a loan without a job?
I mean, I do have pretty damn good credit, but I mean, getting a loan would probably be with my parents at this age, Paul.
Oh, how do you mean with your parents?
Like they would probably get the money from their credit because they have like perfect credit. They're not like extended at all. They own the house and everything.
Oh, but don't you want to be independent of them?
I do for sure, but when I'm starting out as a house, for me, I really don't. I mean, if I can afford it, Paul, and if I can do it where I don't have to, use their money and I can do it where I can keep stock, because for me, I really want stock at this age. I think prices are great for now going up, in the long term. Short term, that could be different, but long term, I just want to own as much stock as I can. And that's a privileged thing to say. Most people can't do that, but that's the position I find myself in now. But hey, if rates go down low enough, if I could find a place that makes sense, I would do it, Paul. I would do it.
What about South Amboy? Have you heard of South Amboy?
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
New Jersey, South Amboy.
No, I'm in near Cherry Hill. If you see that on the map,
Cherry Hill.
That's a big enough place, so I don't care if people hear that.
Okay, dokie. Oh, okay. Cherry Hill. That's New Jersey.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Postcode's 08850.
Yeah, I don't live there, but I live close to there.
Cherry Hill. You can okie dokie. I'm just having a look on Zello for you, okay?
Jesus Christ, Paul.
What we can find for you, Having a look.
Hey, I'll do whatever you want, man.
Cherry Hill. Yeah, okay. I found a nice place for $500,000. How about Milltown? What about Milltown?
Is that a town? I've never heard of Milltown.
East Brunswick?
East Brunswick. I don't know about East Brunswick. Isn't that more north, Paul? Rutgers is New Brunswick.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the safest area.
No?
No.
Oh, we'll have to have to talk to Mike the Snake about a gun for you then, won't we?
Jesus Christ. I can hunt boars with him. That'd be fun.
Yes. What do you think, hey? Hunt boars. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. You look, I think you got to get your own bit of independence. I think the best thing, if you've got, I would be looking at a place, get a little pad for yourself,
I'll promise you this. After we're done here, I will consider building a plan and seeing where I would move to. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. You like New Jersey? You wouldn't move out of the state. You said Georgia.
I love the state for what it is, but it's very expensive. If you can afford it, it's great in terms of air quality, water, teaching, schools, everything. It's a great state. Connecticut, I love. Yeah. I really love the Northeast. That's probably my favorite area. Politically, it's not my favorite area, but geographically, it is.
Yeah. Here we go. Rolling Travel Channel 40 Thai baht. Buy small house Philly projects. Trap out basement.
Yeah, no thanks, Roland.
What does that mean?
I don't know what the hell trap out basement is, but Philly projects, no thanks. Philly
Yeah.
is shit, dude. I went to there's like so many nice restaurants there, and it's in like the worst parts, man. You don't want to go there. If you wear a watch there, Paul, you're in trouble.
Is that right? Is that bad?
It's horrible. It's a city, man. It's terrible.
I just found something nice for you for $500,000. Okay. I'm gonna bring
500,000. That's like a huge amount.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. It's a beautiful
Milltown.
4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Look at this. It's in
So Cherry Hill is
Oh,
a town.
fuck.
That's a road there, Paul. I don't know
Cherry
where the hell Milltown is.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. You wanted Cherry.
Here, put Morristown. Moor.
MOOR.
Yeah, that first one right there, Morristown Township. Put that.
Yeah, there we go. Find this fucking thing.
Yeah, find me a nice house there.
Okay, we want to find it. Oh shit, 740,000. We've just found a beautiful. Look at this. That's you, Tommy.
Archie, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have a special guest. Can I bring him on, please?
We have a special guest. Yes, sir. Bring him
Muhammad
on.
Ali.
Muhammad, how are you, man?
I'm fine, Archie. Can you guys hear me well?
Wow.
Yes,
nice
we
to meet
can.
You, Muhammad.
Fantastic.
Stand so the feet are not wanting.
How are you going?
I'm here in London. I've got Jonathan with me. He wanted to hop onto the stream as well. So,
Sure. Let's say hello. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hey, speak. Yeah. I've switched the camera off. It's the camera off. Okay. Hey, hello, guys.
Hey, we love you, Jonathan. What's going on? Don't worry about those other losers. We love you, Jonathan.
Yeah,
You're always
that's
welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's good to hear. So, we are here in London meeting with some friends, and we wanted to show you something. If you
Yes,
have the
sir.
time.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
Bring it up.
Turn on the camera, please. Okay. Make sure. Setting.
Oh, that's your Fabergé egg. You brought it with you.
Yes. So today's the day where we receive the egg. Yes.
Oh, we're in
Congratulations.
London.
Say it again.
In London.
Yes, we are in London at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had to pay for it?
We're having eggs and burger today.
Wow. That's amazing. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm super happy with it. And we have some watch content as well for you.
Yes, sir. Oh, Lange. Look at that. Lange 1.
Show yours. Show your watches, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait, we have a black. Wait, okay.
Show your watches. Pete, come on.
Wow.
Oh, look at this.
That's a heavy.
I love
hit.
the Oyster Day. Oyster Day. Oh, who's
Oh.
5513?
Yeah. And another
No.
one.
Is it a 5512?
What's that?
Wow. That's an IWC Mark 11, isn't it?
No, it's a replica. It's an homage. It's a Dirty Dozen homage.
Cool.
Beautiful. Thank you for showing. Wow.
Okay, so we just wanted to say hi and say thank you to you because you're bringing the community together. Without
Thank you so much.
We haven't met up with each other.
Jonathan.
So thank you very much for everything that you do.
Hello, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have to order burgers. It's very difficult to understand you.
Okay.
Greetings to everyone. You have a good show
Okay.
and talk to you later.
Thank you
yeah?
so much. See you later, man.
Yeah.
Love
Bye-bye,
you.
guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you for sharing. Bye.
All right, no problem.
Bon
Bye-bye.
appetit. Bon appetit.
Saad, good to see you, Saad.
Good
Hello,
to see the honorable, the most handsome guy in the history of Homo sapiens. Not Tommy, but this Horace Dace.
Hey,
You're
hey,
damn
look at
right.
this. Look at
Thank
this.
you.
Look at this. This is a perfect house for you in Moorestown. Look at this.
Paul,
700.
you know
fucking-
that That's not Australian currency, dude.
Archie, this looks like a doghouse.
It looks beautiful. Look at this, Tommy. This is a dream home.
1962. I don't know about
No,
Come
but
that.
on,
look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look, what's wrong with this house?
I do like how it looks, Paul. I'll give you that.
Look inside. It's completely renovated. Nice kitchen.
Yeah,
Tommy.
1962 natural gas force there. I don't know.
it looks like
Look. Looks beautiful.
it will leak all the time, Archie.
No, it's
Stop.
beautiful. What's
We
wrong with
can't
that?
have a leaky house.
You need red shovel with you all the time, Archie, for this house. Red shovel services.
Hey,
That's
good to see you,
beautiful.
Angelic, in the chat.
Okay, you want to
Angelic in the
spend a
chat.
little bit less, don't you? You want to spend less.
No, more,
don't you?
more.
Whatever side wants to see, we can look at what
Hey,
side
look at this.
wants.
Look at this. 400,000. Look at this beautiful little house here.
Oh,
Look at this.
1950.
do you think of that?
Holy shit.
This is car money, Archie.
Look, just a nice little cottage. Look at that. What's wrong with that? Look at that. Tommy,
Oh, beautiful.
what's wrong with that?
Oh my god.
I like the sofa.
Tommy, it's
So
beautiful. What's wrong with this house?
There's
Who
nothing
will
wrong
clean
with
this
it.
house, Archie?
It's gorgeous. Look at this house. Look at that. Look at study here.
Ah, I love it.
1,000 square feet. Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with that? Is that wrong?
It's small. It's okay.
It's very
mean,
small.
For one or two people, it's not terrible. That's damn
For
small.
half person, for tickers, it's okay.
Yeah. For a half person, that's fucking hilarious, Saad.
Tommy, this is a beautiful home for you. Where else could
Tommy
we
has
find
a
something?
$15,000 pillow. Archie is a rich guy, man.
2,500.
$25,000 pillow.
Let
How
me
is
have a
your
look.
bed sheets for? How much is your bed sheets for?
My sheets were 1,300 for. Was that both top sheet of the fitted or one?
Oh, you
I've-
joke. How come it's so expensive, Tommy? Why so dear?
Honestly, I just kind of was, what do I want to get? And I bought the pillow. I bought the sheets.
Does it give you a good sleep?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I've been awake for a lot of hours because I'm invested in this stuff. But yeah, when I sleep, it's been great.
And how much is the toilet paper for?
Sorry, Saad, what did you say?
Toilet paper, price of the toilet paper.
Toilet paper? I don't buy that, Saad. Probably not much.
You don't use toilet paper? You don't need shitting?
I shit. I shit, Saad. I shit. I'm not North
Rich
Korean
people don't
dictator.
shit normally.
No, they have pallets. That's right. That's right. That's exactly. I think there's some nice houses there, Let's have a look here. Oh, Cherry Hill. That's Cherry Hill here.
Yep. Super chat.
Ah.
Roland Travel Channel.
Here we go.
40 Thai
Super
baht.
chat. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. How many hours is that to a major city? 3 to 4.
No, it's only 2 to New York and less than a half hour, maybe 40 minutes to Philly. Not much.
The problem with New Jersey is the property taxes are so expensive,
Very
that?
high. At least 10, 15K, a year. At least. And that's for
Yeah.
probably I don't know, 3,000 square foot home, if that. 2,500.
Yeah, it's not cheap, is it? New Jersey. But that's what it costs, isn't it? That's what it costs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Maybe stay at home with your parents for a bit longer. What do you reckon?
Paul, you're reading my mind.
It is expensive. It's expensive, isn't it? It's an expensive place to. America is not cheap, is it? Really?
No, not at all. I mean, there are obviously states that are cheaper, but they're not necessarily places you want to live.
Would you ever go somewhere like Missouri?
Fuck no.
No.
Oh my God, you couldn't pay me for that, man.
There's some nice houses there, but there's some really
gorgeous houses there, Paul, for great money. But the place you live is terrible. It's hot as shit. It's extremely, I think Missouri is, I just read a statistic, it's like really dangerous. I wouldn't want to live there.
It's dangerous?
I'm pretty sure I read that. I think it has to do with poverty, Paul, because obviously the rich people are going to be more on the coasts.
Yeah.
Archie, what is your top priority when choosing a location for a house? Should it be near to the KFC?
KFC, yes, baby. Hey, shake that booty, baby. No, I think you'd look. I just think yourself there. I think it's time to get your own place, Tommy.
We're gonna keep going back to that, aren't we? What more do you want me to say on that, Paul?
Will you take that pillow with you when you shift to the new place or no?
Of course, Saad. You think I'm gonna let my sister take that? Come on.
Wow.
What else you do with the pillow?
How big is
I
the home
sleep
you
on it.
stay in? Your parents' home? How big is it? How many? 4-bedroom?
It's a little over 3,000 square feet. Technically 5, but one of them is a guest room that was converted to an office, Paul.
I see.
Yeah, this is their
So-
retirement home. I mean, my parents are over 70.
Oh, your parents are over 70.
Yeah, well, actually, my mom was probably 71. My dad's 70. Yeah.
How old were they when they had you?
Well, I'm 24, so that means it must have been a little bit over mid 40s.
Got you. Wow, that's an amazing. They like having you there, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think
A
for
little
them,
bit.
you know, if I wasn't here, and obviously I think they would prefer me probably to be close by Paul, maybe not in the house, because obviously they want their own stuff too. But I think they definitely enjoy having my sister and I around. You know, there's really not much family left, unfortunately.
Yes. That's you know what might be a better old idea? Why don't you get a holiday house? You could stay with your parent, but you could always get a holiday home. The Hamptons is where you rich people go, isn't it? The Hamptons?
In New Jersey, it's probably more like, you know, I don't know, Avalon, you know, the beach places, you know, on the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have relatives that have homes there, but my family doesn't have that. My parents never really, you know, they're not beach people like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Geez, it's that's interesting. You got an interesting life there, Tommy.
It's very interesting, man. Very different.
I was actually, you know, I'll tell you a strange thought I had today, Saad, and this.
Yes, please.
I had the idea of actually getting rid of all my watches except for the bluesy.
You're
Well-
right, Archie. Watches
Also nice.
watches are garbages. Who cares about watches?
Saad is hilarious, man.
What do you think?
No, you can't do it, Archie. You already had the taste of having like more than one watch. You will be not be able. You want to replace switch at one point, you know.
Hey, we got a super chat from my good friend Timepiece Esquire, $10.
Oh,
Fatso, how about you change the name of your stream to Window Shopping with the Walrus? Your channel has evolved from gawking at watches you can't afford to cars you can't afford, and now houses you can't afford. Thank you, Timepiece Esquire. You gotta love his quips.
He
He's
is-
very good with the
he's
quips.
pure class, Archie. This timepiece square is the classiest man in the history of your universe.
$10, man. That's great.
He's rich guy, man. He's rich guy.
Mm.
Rich guys' jokes are always funny.
That's why I laughed, Sad, because you're rich.
You know, you have to like rich people. Even if they treat you bad, you have to have a smile. Even if they beat you, in response, you have to smile.
Very
Yeah.
good point.
Yes. You have to be
Sad.
gentle with rich people.
Saad tells that to the servants, why he smacks them around a little bit.
Ah, I like them. Smacking is loving. Do you smack the pillow sometimes?
Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to fluff it up, don't you?
Yeah, you have
I get
to
it.
show the pillow who's the boss.
I think there could be something in that, but you know what I mean? Like you think to yourself, you know, what do you want to keep? You know what I mean? Like seriously, what do you think of that idea? If I cut down to say, let's say 3 watches. If I said, okay, you know what? I'm going Timepiece Esquire, $20. $20. Just noticed no Lux on the stream. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Thank you, Timepiece Esquire.
Timepiece Esquire. He's making
very
my
much.
night tonight, you know?
Thank you very much.
You gotta love him. What a great guy. You know, what do you think of that idea? If I downsize to 1 to 3 watches, yes or no? 3. Okay, let's say 3. Yes or no, guys?
Archie, I have to show you some information, share some
Yes.
information with you.
Yes,
Can you
sure.
full screen me, please?
Full screen.
Now,
Yes, sir.
I was researching on this watch. This is date just 116138. You know, they came with the factory strap, right?
Yes.
So with the clasp style, you remember these watches, right?
Yeah.
So I was noticing the profile on these watches, and you see on the newer Daytona, they have copied the same lux profile like they used to have on these Datejusts. You see this kind of
Yep. I see what you're saying.
yeah. So I mean, they have.
What size is that Datejust? That's a 41.
This is a 36 millimeter Archie. But what they have done is they have just copied this style and they have put it on the newer Daytona.
How does it look on your wrist? Put it on your wrist. Let's have a look.
It is an excellent looking piece, Archie.
How much? When did you buy this? This is a beautiful
I have not
one.
bought it, but it is on a try basis. Let me put it on.
How much they want for it?
I have to calculate it and then
Wow, I love your shoes. I love your shoes.
It looks beautiful.
Nice, Saad. Beautiful.
I like his lawn. Look at his lawn. Manicured. He gets them to go out there with scissors.
So this
beautiful.
is what I
love the strap. I love that brown strap.
It's beautiful, Saad.
The brown strap needs a change. This is a crocodile. But the most important thing was the lug profile, Archie, that I wanted to show to you people that, you know, this they have designed this on the newer model.
Oh,
right?
Timepiece Esquire, $5. Timepiece Esquire, 5. I know a couple of Australian drug addicts who can help you with your downsizing issues, Art. They're experienced too. Be careful for what you wish for. Thank you, Timepiece.
He's amazing, this guy. He's amazing.
I was actually thinking of downsizing a bit and putting it against. You know, the thing is, Tommy, what do you think really? It's probably, you know, in a mortgage, you want to get rid of a mortgage, but don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Of course. If you can.
If you can, get rid of the fucking thing. What do you think?
If you can, especially if your rate is shit, of course. If your rate's really good and you're young enough, then it's probably better to keep going like bondage does. He's at 2%.
See, in my country, they only keep the rate fixed for 1, 2, 3, 5 years.
Oh, really? Okay. Is your rate good?
No, but it's ending. It's ending in August next year.
And what is it going up a lot or what?
It goes to the standard variable rate.
Oh, okay. So right now that wouldn't be good.
No, well, at the moment it's probably just over. It's about 6%.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
That's expensive money.
Do you owe a ton on it?
200.
Okay, 200, and you have what, like 7 on credit card? You said the other night.
Yeah, but that's just short-term debt.
Yeah, short-term. Okay. Well, hey, I mean, 200. I mean, are you in a position that you can, you know, get a good chunk of that out of the way before it goes
I'd
up?
have to sell some watches.
So is that why you're talking about downsizing with us?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay. I mean, hey, what pieces do you have now? I know a couple of them.
Timepiece Esquire, $2. Ever consider downsizing your weight? Just a thought. Oh, he's
already doing that.
You know, obesity was considered to be a status symbol, and you know, we are not manual laborers or we are not blue collar people. So why should we lose weight? We look good having some weight with us. We look rich, actually.
That's a good point, Saad.
Yes. That's a good point.
We are not malnutritioned, Archie. You don't want to look malnutritioned.
Malnutritious. Yes, that's correct.
That's true.
You're right. Very, very fair point there, Saad. It's a very good point. Very good point indeed. You don't want to look like malnutrition. That's exactly right. What do you think, guys? What do you think there? What do you think is the thing is, I was talking to Dis about this before. What's the perfect number of watches to have there? Downsize, ups? What are you doing? Tell me that. What's the go?
I would say the perfect number is 5 because it's very like in the middle. Not 10, not 1, 5. You have 5 for the 5 working days of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Good
Good point
perspective, Dis.
indeed. You got to
think
give him
30.
credit. Sorry.
I think 30 is the perfect size, perfect number of watch. It's the average months in the average days in the month.
Average
Bless you, bless you, bless you,
Bless you, bless you, bless you. 100 times.
30 Danny won't blink, Archie.
Would you have? Oh, 30 Danny. 30 Danny,
Dirty-
what's your
dirty
flick?
and- On a NATO strap.
On a NATO? He on a fucking NATO? He's very good, isn't he? He's very good.
He's
amazing.
great.
He's
Great with the
amazing.
voices. Him and ABC, man, the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I gotta
They're very
say,
good.
Diego does a good bear. Diego does a good bear.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Would you ever move into an over 50s?
Who?
You.
Over 50?
Yeah.
Don't I have to be at least 50 to do that?
And you can just bullshit a bit, can't you?
Yeah.
No?
I don't know about that. I could try. I don't know.
Hey, Danny, how you doing?
It's in you, Danny.
Hi, mate. How's it going?
Hey, Danny, what's going on, man?
Call, mate. It's red hot. Just been for something to eat, but it's just red hot.
Ooh.
Are you still shivering away in your 17 degrees?
It's actually 15 degrees now.
Oh, the tundra, the Arctic.
It's getting cold, Danny. It's getting fucking cold. It's getting very cold. It's a bit cold.
It's that cold. You've got your shorts on, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. It's what's going on? Tell me, have you enjoyed the channel? Do you like the drama? Tell me this. Are you a drama person? What are you?
Oh, I like to fuck about, actually. I get bored when people are whining on and whinging on. I like to just fuck about and...
Yeah, that's the
I'm
way to
not
do it, man.
serious.
Fuck it. Why not? Why not, hey?
Yeah. We need plastic back.
Oh, no, Bears put an ultimatum. He said, no plastic, no plastic.
You've got to admit, he is funny though, actually.
In small doses. He does piss me off as well. He pushes...
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. It's funny. It's funny to see you when you get wound up and blow up.
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. You're telling the story. You're telling the story, my friend.
I'll tell the story. The once where there's a guy called Plastic, and he should be reinstated. End of story.
You liked Plastic?
Yeah, fucking a buzz off him. He has me in stitches.
Yeah.
Just funny. Just comes in like a tornado and wrecks him and then goes.
We have a super chat from the venerable Timepiece Esquire.
Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Craftwork shirt plus cigarette on stream equals dis on ganja again. Cool.
Can I answer?
Yes.
First, Timepiece, I really appreciate your concern for me. Last time I smoked a doobie was back in November 2021. I only smoke cigarettes right now. I don't drink alcohol. So, no, I'm not stoned at the moment. I am sober completely. Thank you. Appreciate
there
it,
we
man.
go.
Congratulations, Dis.
He's the operator on a pocket calculator.
Congratulations.
We are the robots.
Thank you so much.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's a tough period of time at the moment.
So what's crack with this car mix, Archie? Have you give it in yet? Are you
No,
taking?
no, I stopped. I stopped taking that a long time ago. When I did the stream, I stopped taking it when I did the stream.
That was a good move.
Yeah, I just thought, you know what? I don't need it anymore. That's the thing. But it's okay. It's okay. It's tell me what's going on there with you guys there. I want to hear some more gossip. Tell me what's going on. Have you been watching the Watch Nicholas stream? Jesus, I can't believe I streamed for 3 hours. He streamed for 10 hours the other day after me.
Yeah, he had a lot of different people that came
That's
on.
incredible. That's incredible.
It was nuts.
Timepiece Esquire, $2. What are people talking about? Re, Curly, and Pyro? Please explain.
That was nuts. Did you guys see that?
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
It was okay.
It was kind of hilarious, but you know, Pyro, he's a younger guy, and Curly.
He's got a great sense of humor, you know.
He can definitely throw the shit. That's for sure. Curly didn't like it. You know, I think he basically said, "This is a kid. Why the hell is he even talking to me?" And yeah, there were some words that got said. It was great.
Can't you get in contact with Green Room, Archie, and get him on?
No, Green Room's gone forever. He's not coming back.
No one's
His
talking.
His dry humor is funny.
Yeah, he was pretty good, but the problem is we burn them out. You know, this is the thing. They come on, they give us the bestest, and then it gets burnt out. You know what I mean? They gets burnt out. I'm sorry. It's just what happens. You know.
A little too much skywalking.
What happened with El Professor? He don't come on that one, does he either?
No, he's yeah. He will return. He's okay. He's doing okay. I talked to him, but he just has something he has to attend to.
Yeah.
Is he at school this messing with his pocket calculator?
No, it's exactly right there. It's Tommy. What's the story with yourself there? You love the streams. You spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Do you get sick? What happens? Tell me what happens. How do you get so hooked into it? Tell me this. What's the story?
That's a great question. I mean, I think a lot of it is really just the drama, Paul. I mean, for me, that's always been the thing I found the most entertaining, and Watch Nick provides a lot of it. You provide a lot of it. And, you know, I just, you know, I enjoy the personalities too. People like this, people like yourself, Danny, Saad, you know, they're just great.
Yeah. Gotcha. It's the drama. You love a bit of drama?
You better believe it.
Fantastic.
That's ABC, that's a great comment. You're right about that.
Streams can consume one's life. Yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I streamed for 3 hours. I went away, came back, had a sleep, and then there was the Watch Nicholas stream was still going. 10 hours. Fuck.
Oh my God.
How does that work?
They have a huge panel rotation, man. They have like everyone on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Archie, because he's young, another thing is because he is monetized. Money makes you motivated in life.
Yes.
True.
If you are getting super chats, you will get, you know, you will say, okay, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes. When we are in 30s, 40s, we are like that. For you, things are different. You have things to do. For you, health is important, sleep is important. So I see you are having super chats, but you still, you know, you have time discipline at 10 p.m. at night. You know, you have to quit it anyway. No matter what, no matter how many super chats you are getting, you just go.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good point. Speaking of which, we got a super chat from my good friend Roland Travel Channel. 40 Thai baht, drama involving Danny will not end well for other party. That's a good point there. It's a very true point, isn't it, Danny? Can you explain that further, Danny?
No comment.
But the thing is, Archie, you're the main circle of attention through which they are driving their channels. You know, you are
Yes.
being discussed in every channel from Doc's Report to other channels, and you are basically the main book which is discussed, and through that they generate their revenues.
Aussie
Other,
expats
Hey,
joining
Aussie
us.
expat.
oh, we have
Welcome.
the
Hey,
Doing?
we have
man.
the
How are
scientist,
you?
we have the scientist, the shooter, the king of watches, Aussie expatriate.
Thank you, Saad. Very warm welcome there. You're a very smart man, well respected here.
Thank you.
What's going on, Aussie expat? Tell us what's happening to you.
I've got a cake. Let me show you. First of all,
Oh.
Oh, Pepsi.
Batgirl.
Oh, sorry, Batgirl.
Beautiful. Are you sure you still got
Hey.
that comment?
Oh, look at that.
What's the occasion?
Birthday.
Mazal
nice.
tov.
Are you sure you're not on that Carmex still, Archie?
No.
Is this-
What a great
I
surprise.
can't destroy it, so I can't hold that on stream.
Timepiece
My wife will
Esquire,
never forgive me if I
$2.
destroy it.
AC3, prioritize eating over super chats. End stream to eat. Thank you.
He wants a piece of that cake. I'll tell you
Is
that.
this PVD coated, Aussie?
Yeah, no, DLC, only the best. DLC. Diamond like carbon. It's perfect.
Aussie, I have
Yes.
heard
Yes.
you're on the list for the platinum Daytona from some important person.
There's no list, but I can try.
I think you will get it because you have gotten very important pieces already from the 80.
Yeah, but my pieces, they're all cheap. You know, they
No,
like
you
me,
have a
but
Daytona.
they're
It's
cheap
not
in
about
comparison
cheap.
to what.
It's difficult to get pieces. It's not about
Yeah.
the cheap price.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hear the new platinums are going to be much rarer than the old ones. So
What do you think about the white gold that they have just recently
it's
released?
gorgeous. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Did
I
we
really
miss the
love it.
super chat from? Sorry, did we miss the super chat from Timepiece Esquire?
No, we did that one. AC3, prioritizing eating over super chats.
Ah, sure.
I'll have a piece of that cake, thank you. Yes, you can give me that. I'll take it now. What's going on? And you were saying that your job, they wanted you to come back into working. What's happening
Yeah,
there?
it's
Tell
going
us
all
what-
over the world. I've asked quite a lot of people, and everyone's like, "Oh no, you got to go back in the office. You got to go back in the office." There's no office here in Vegas, so
Because
I
you don't
might
want to
have
do that,
move.
do you?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I'm not.
they-
I'm not against going back to the office. It's just the cities that I might be forced to go back to. They all suck. It's like San Jose and Seattle. You know, Bay Area. That sort
know
of tech
the
hub
way
bullshit.
to San Jose. Da, 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 da. Do you know the way to San Jose? Come on, Dis, help us out. Dis,
I don't know the song. I'm sorry.
do you know the way to San Jose?
Jose,
Da, 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 da,
da,
It's
da,
a 60s
da,
song. Do
I don't know
you
it.
know the way to San Jose? It was a classic 60s song.
I'm sorry.
I
Who
recall, but
sang
I'm
it?
not going to sing.
Okay,
Uh,
keep going. So
because
what
these
else?
cities, they're horrible, Archie. Like they cost like 3 times more than Las Vegas, and then
Yeah.
I would be guaranteeing for myself like an hour and a half in traffic to and from every day. Like it's so much of my life I would have to give up to do it. I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it. They're not even going to let me move to Austin. Like there's tons of big tech in Austin, but I don't think they're even going to allow that. Austin would be okay, I think. It'd be better than the Bay Area.
The Bay Area is so fucking expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, even if I said, screw it, I can afford it, it's just the lifestyle. It's just, I don't want to spend my life on the road.
No. So have they hinted that it's inevitable, or what have you sort of said? Well,
I think the only reason they haven't said that, gigs like mine are up is because they haven't worked out
They'll
the
lose
legal
you?
issues yet. But as soon as they figure out a legal structure for how to force people like me to go back, I think they'll do it.
Always say. That's nasty.
It is. It is nasty.
Yeah.
Hello to Strider in the chat.
Ooh,
Hey,
Strider! Hop on.
Cheers.
Hop on now,
Strider,
now.
actually, just to tell you how the market is, Strider was saying to me he's looking at selling his Pepsi, his Tudor Pepsi.
Wow.
The
Because
Tudors have
interest
really
rates-
gone down. They've really gone down.
Have risen. He said that he wants to get out of it because interest rates are so high.
But when he gets out of it, what's he going to do on it? Because they're not. He's going to lose a bit on it, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I said to him. He's not prepared. He doesn't want to take a loss. He's living in. He's a delusion. He's a bit of a delusional fantasist as far as prices go.
Then he won't sell it. He won't sell it then in that case.
Yeah. You're right. It's.
Sorry, just got to pop this back in the fridge. My wife will ruin me if I leave it to
That's
die
okay.
on stream.
Please, yes, please put it back in the fridge there. I got to tell you guys, it's pretty damn nasty. Interest rates, for example, I'll tell you what, for cars, they're now, you're looking about 10% now for some cars. It's terrible. Everything's gone terrible. I don't know what you can do, really. It's just shit. It's just very shit. Everything's shit. But
have you ever tried one of them diet Pepsis on, Archie?
I like them. You don't like them?
No, I had one and I enjoyed it for about a week. I just went straight off. It's top heavy. It digs into your bone on your wrist.
Yeah.
Just what's properly. And then it's either too tight or too loose when you adjust it.
Yes. I understand.
100% bad.
Yeah. So, what's happening with the Strider? Where's our friend there? Aussie expats. Great to hear your birthday. When's the birthday? When is the big day? Tell me this.
I won't say on stream, but since the cake is here, you could probably guess it soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Super chat.
Super chat. Rolling Travel Channel 40 Taibat. Why not start for yourself, Aussie expat? Yeah. Why not start?
Good point. Yeah. I mean, my wife and I have been saying like what we'd do if our hand started getting forced, and look, there's a lot of options, including starting our own thing here in Vegas. I've slowly been toying with a lifestyle thing. My wife wants to open a Korean spa. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
Just get out of tech. Just screw it. Let's just have fun here in Vegas for a while.
That could be expensive. You could have to sign up for a lease on premises. Fuck, that could be really expensive.
Fit out would be a lot of money. We're talking. Yeah. I wouldn't say anything less than $1 million would get you by.
Holy shit! I think no, don't do that.
Because I mean, you pay like hundreds of thousands for a fit out just for like a burger joint. You know what I mean? A spa is serious business. You need like serious real estate, serious equipment, installation. That's right.
Yeah,
Mr. Skydweller, happy endings, but only for the ladies. Only for the ladies. I'm happy to help out.
I don't know if that's such a great business. Do you? Is that a good business or what?
Well, I'd say in general it's not super enticing, but in Vegas, having the only reputable Korean spa would be interesting.
Jeez, you'd have to be tough, wouldn't you, to run that? That'd be a tough business.
Yeah, that's the only real downside. Is like what we really want is a lifestyle business, but you're going to give up every weekend.
Would you consider buying into a very successful YouTube business? I may have a lead for you.
I think there's a bear market going on those.
Timepiece Esquire, $5 AC3 experiment. Ever seen the grimy dirt that accumulates on the bottom of toilets in public restrooms? Now look at a mirror. See the resemblance. Ouch! That hurt. Ouch! 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 That was nasty.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, sir.
Are you still selling? Are you still selling Dungeon for 500 quid, Arch?
I think we had a small technical problem there. 500. You meant 50,000, didn't you? Cut a few zeros off.
500 quid. I'll buy it off you on Klarna.
500,000.
I'll pay by Klarna. 500 quid.
What's a Klarna?
Klarna is that where you that clear pay is it called? Where you get stuff and you pay it. I think weekly or monthly.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm offering 500 because I like you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You're Jeff. Yeah, no, I got to tell you guys, it's a very tricky world that we're in at the moment. There, the watch market, I think it's fucked. Okay, just secretly.
Bear's not going to like that.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think? Give me your synopsis. What do you think? Is it fucked or not?
I think everything actually is sliding. Like Rolex is slightly going up, but if you just break it down by family, it's actually Daytona's going up and everything else is still sliding.
I'd rather it go down. You can buy more then and enjoy it more.
It is hard times. I must say that it is very, very hard times at the moment. I think a lot of people, they're not giving you, if you want to sell something out for cash, you're not getting the prices that you were before.
Definitely not.
You've got to be prepared to hold out for your price. But yeah, it's what else would you do, Aussie expat? What else would you do? Could you start a little IT? You want something where you don't have to outlay a lot of capital. You know what I mean?
Yeah, generally anything in tech, but it sort of would really pale in comparison to my current, career level at a big tech company. So,
yeah,
I think this whole return to office thing, they're gonna have corporate world. They're not that focused. Even if I just say they fired me tomorrow, in 6 months' time, they'll be like, "Oh, come back, it's fine." Do I have to go anywhere? No, you don't have to go anywhere. It's fine. They have such a short attention span, but right now it's hyper-focused on this issue.
What happened?
But it could be a good time to leave. It could be a good time to just try something I always wanted to try, but I have no idea what that is.
Super
Here we go. Terry Civil, watch Austin, £5. Blast from the past, Arch. What was your favorite lawnmower? I would go with a Honda. I actually wanted a Honda. I always wanted. That's the sign of the upper middle class. A Honda. They're expensive. A good Honda lawnmower is not cheap. These are expensive. They're very expensive things. They are not.
You're not wrong, Arch. I mean, I had to contemplate mowing a lot of grass in the place I was looking at in Austin. And I had to calculate. I'm like, holy moly, that's a lot of grass. And I went to the hardware store. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No, that's exactly it. Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Who am I? One mole, two faces, two-faced, three chins. I'm AC3.
That was good.
We loved him.
It was nice.
I think, you know what, Aussie expat, would you ever buy a house? Like if you said, okay, why don't you buy a house? I'm trying to talk Tommy into buying a house. He won't do it.
Oh my God!
I tried to talk
Aussie expat. Jesus.
I tried to talk Clavers into it years ago.
Also, Mike the Snake. You've also told Mike the Snake to shift to a cheaper place.
Yeah, I'm about to be forcibly moved. I mean, we're not, like, if I had a mortgage, I'd be doubly screwed. Like, could you imagine if I'd bought when I moved to Vegas? So we're talking about picking up a 3% interest rate, which is good, but I would have still been paying more in mortgage than I would in rent. So I'm losing money. And then a few years later, I'm forced to move back into Seattle or something like that. And now I have to pick up a 7% thing. Otherwise, I lose all that equity from my it's just a nightmare. Like, I don't need more problems in my life. I use money to solve problems, not to take them on.
Archie, why are you glitching?
Glitching. How's that? Glitching.
Your video is glitching.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Sorry. Okay. Maybe it's nearly time. It's nearly time for me to come off the stream. That's the reason.
Archie, is watch a hobby or is it an illness?
It's an illness for sure. there's no question. Like as soon as you go past 1, how could you possibly justify? Well, most people have 0. Like 99%, even very wealthy people, most will have 0.
Hey, can we do a wrist check? A good old fashioned wrist check.
Bluesy,
Okay, Archie
bluesy.
is wearing his bluesy.
Bluesy.
Okay, Ozzy, what are you wearing?
Batgirl.
Ah, the Batgirl.
Best
Saad,
rock.
what are you wearing?
I am wearing a necklace.
No, show us the
Nothing.
date.
Nothing is there. Okay, shift to another person.
Okay, I am wearing the Marine Master 300. You know this one?
Oh, it's a Seiko.
Seiko.
Yes, it's a Seiko. It's an expensive Seiko with Grand Seiko movement.
Woohoo!
Ooh,
Yes, that was the wrist check. That was the wrist check. Thank you. This is a watch show after all. We need to do some watch content.
And show us the pillow, Tommy.
All right, sure.
Wow.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wait, for maximum screen. Maximum screen. Yes.
$400 silk, and this is the pillow. So this whole thing is about $3,000.
Amazing.
Hey, Dis, I'm gonna have to go to bed now, Dis, because I gotta wake up for the early show.
don't do
Okay.
this to us, Archie. Please don't do this to us.
No.
Okay, I can run the show for a little while,
Okay.
a little longer.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you later,
No problem.
guys. Love you.
See you, Paul.
Yeah,
Good
good
seeing you,
night.
man.
Love
Take
you.
care,
Good
Archie.
sleep.
Take care.
It was the first time the pillow was shown, wasn't it? That's hilarious.
What else do you
Yeah.
do with the pillow apart from sleeping on it?
Nothing, son. I don't do anything besides sleep on it.
Does it talk to you? Any?
Talk to him. Wow.
The pillow starts talking to me. I need help.
I mean,
But Saad,
$21,000
I'm
pillow.
with you on the 30 watches. I'm with you. I'm more on 30 than 3.
30. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know,
30.
the more the better, Aussie.
No, so I find like my natural amount of time that I'd like to wear a watch sort of gravitates to at least 20 days a year. I think above 20, it has to be a very special watch. So like the reason I say that is because like when I pick up a Tudor, I've got a couple Tudors and they spend about 3 weeks of the year on my wrist, which is way too high compared to their value. You know what I mean?
The problem is I'm confused. Should it be 30 or 31? That is the question.
So you only wear that one watch on like 5 months of the year or something?
Yeah, that is trouble. Yeah. This, how is your submariner? Super chats are not important.
Super chat.
This tell me about your submariner. I'm very, very happy for your new sub.
Saad, I'm replacing the Pontiff right now, and I have to get this super chat.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Please respect the vibe.
Please. I'm sorry.
ABC, 2 British pounds. I've seen the pillow. I'll always remember this. Thank you so much.
The pillow looked a little bit yellow. What did you do with it? It looked like this shirt.
Cover. That's the silk cover, son.
Did you do something Amber Heard style on it?
Never. I think that would be shit stained.
Amber.
Okay.
So I was saying that the flat feet on the Daytona, that's been there on all of the precious metal watches.
You are right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones with the straps. Yes.
We have a super chat.
Well, on the full metal,
Esquire.
it also has that profile as well.
Oh, okay.
Please let me read the super chat from Typist Esquire, friend from the US of A. He sends us $5. Thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Name what shows better than this: Timmy, Watch Nicholas, Paul Thorpe, JJ, Dog Trainer, Gringa, the drunk guy on Tim's show, etc., etc. Why are we even here? My answer is because of one person, Paul Pluta. That's why we're here. That's the only reason.
It's true. It's true. The only reason I collect watches is because of Archie, and that's why I stick to Steel Sports Rolex. That's it. That's all you need. That's all anyone ever needed to hear about watch collecting.
Why do you think steel is more special than precious metal, Lux?
It just comes down to sort of like intrinsic value versus what happened? What happened? We lost Saad. I don't know. It comes down. I don't like there being intrinsic value in something like fundamental, like that sort of baseline. Oh, there's always the gold. Like I think that's like a really poor excuse.
We just two men overboard. What the hell? 2 men KIA at the same time. Fucking Tommy and what the hell happened?
Yeah. I don't run the show. I just talk here. I just work here. Yeah, power went out in the same location.
Timepiece Esquire, can we listen to some Kraftwerk at the end of the stream? Maybe for 2 seconds or 5 seconds, because then we'll get copyright. So.
Well, maybe you could hum it, Dis.
Do 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 do. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. Beep, beep, beep. Sorry, I can't do copyright. It's not my channel. I don't want to fuck Archie's living. So I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like steel. I like steel. I can wear it. So like no matter how like expensive a steel watch might be, you can still sort of get away with wearing it. Like I remember Archie had a video on men can't wear jewelry. You know what I mean? The watch is the only thing you're allowed to wear. And then once you crank it up to a precious metal, it's clearly jewelry again. And you get in trouble with that, basically. You can't go around wearing that everywhere. It's not, you know, you're going to get in trouble. Unless it's a day date, you're an older gentleman. But if you're a younger guy, it's not always a cool look. Like, especially if you're a very young, much younger guy. Like the first time I was thinking about getting a Rolex, I was, you know, mid-20s, and I really wanted the two-tone bluesy. And one of the reasons I didn't get it was I felt that a lot of people would just assume that it was a fake, or that I was like entitled or something like that, that I didn't really earn the money myself and buy it myself, and that I was doing something, how do you say, irresponsible. Like, you know, I'm just burning the candle at both ends, and I'm in debt to get that. You know, you're not going to assume the young 20-year-old just worked hard and got it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We have a super chat from Tiktology, $2. Thank you so much for supporting the Pontiff. He's asking you, what's the next watch for Aussie Expat?
Yeah, good question. Like, I just did an SOTC video. I'm going to finish editing it, but it's not crazy. But basically, I don't think I'm going to ever get another watch, another good one anyway, because I don't want to do more side grades. Like, I'm not going to buy, you know, another GMT, another Daytona in steel again. So I just want upgrades. My wife's already got the gold Daytona, so the next step up is either the platinum or the 100-year, the Le Mans edition. And I don't think I'm going to get it. You know, I'm in the running, but that just means I've got like a 1% chance rather than a 0% chance. So I don't know.
I see. Good question, Tiktology.
Yeah, thank you.
Which prompts me to actually lead me to my next question, because let's admit it, you were like 90% Rolex guy, right? Let's say 90.
Yeah. I got one Speedmaster, and I regret that.
But sometimes, like, don't you like want like some Zenith? I don't know, like Blancpain, something like, spice it up a little.
Not really. I mean, I did visit. I'm looking at AP right now. I am looking at Patek, but I would say I'm in the learning phase, as in like I'm trying to get hands on them, see how they make me feel, and see what happens. But I'm not really like it. They haven't made the list. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to see what is open to me, what's possible, what looks nice. But it's not a burning issue.
Okay. Timepiece Esquire with another super chat. Thank you so much for your kindness. $5 US. Two-tone bluesy is ugliest watch on planet. Too poor for an all gold. Too insecure for an all steel. Screams, "Look at me! I have a Rolex." Perfect for AC3. What do you think about? I mean, it's an interesting thing that he's saying. What do you think? We have
so yeah. When I was first looking at get that in my mid-20s, I felt that I could afford something more than steel, and I wanted something more special. And at the time, I was thinking I just loved the look and the look of the bluesy. So to me, I was just wanting what I like the look of, and I don't think anyone ever needs to make any excuses about something that they bought that they just truly just want. They like the look of it. So, you know, but I'm not going to recommend anyone go out and get two-tone. Like,
yeah,
generally not. You know, I understand how other people look at it, and timepiece is right. But, you know, for the person who wants it and loves the look, you know, that's cool. I think the bluesy is awesome. Like, everyone, you know, so loses their shit over watches that have like the tiniest bit of color. Like, I mean, this is the Batgirl, and it's like literally a semicircle of blue, and people lose their shit over that. The bluesy is just, it's just bright. It's beautiful.
I agree, and we have something very tasty here on the
screen. Someone over here at a buffet. Is this a breakfast buffet?
Seems like it.
No, this looks like dinner. This looks like curry.
Whoa. Chang, natural still water.
Mineral water. Okay, I didn't know they made mineral water.
Lux, can you speak or no, Mike Lux?
This is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
This is lovely. Where in the world is this?
And like we have another guest here from Japan. Hello.
Hey, Ozzy, don't forget, you are the one that actually also said that when I said that I didn't have money to buy a Platona, and this is true, you said, oh, you're making a huge mistake. There is much better investment to invest your money, you know. And look, I brought it. I don't give a shit. And in theory, I'm still basically double, triple profit.
How do I answer that?
Yeah, I mean,
I still don't believe precious metals are a good idea as an investment. Like, yeah, you get a pop on your purchase. So you got the pop. Now the question is, do you ride out the decline?
Look, first of all, look, I think, look, I have, you know, my three precious watches that I have now. I do believe that gold all the time. Here is the thing. The price of gold or platinum, especially gold, don't really go up. Just the economy go worse.
Yes.
And because of that, we tend to think that the prices go up. But you know, between you and me, we know that it doesn't. So I do believe that the economy just going to continue go upwards. It's going to continue go bad, you know, in a way, like numbers of money going to continue to increase. So, yeah, I mean, just a hypothetical thing of a joke, you know. I mean, if my Smurf is now 50,000 and it's going to be 10 years from now $1 million, so it's not $1 million the way we see it today. You know, it's going to be maybe it's going to be like 50,000 or 100,000 according to today. But yeah, the numbers go up. Then the only thing that actually blow up is the numbers. What we do with that, you know, I mean.
No, but you do the most important thing, and that is you actually wear them. You get that fundamental value out of them, even if you don't get the price.
Super chats are holy. Super chat from Timepiece Esquire, $2 US. Ooh, Lux is here. Yay! Marcelo is here. I like Marcelo. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love
I
Marcelo.
want Lux to come back. Come on, Lux. Sorry, Timepiece. Thank you for the super chat. But that restaurant looked lovely. It did. It looked like, and he was sitting down with a lovely lady. Did I miss? Oh my
It
gosh.
seemed like it. Yeah, it seemed like it.
Whew.
You're not talking to me, right?
No, it was, the super chat was for Lux and you. Yeah, he likes you. Yeah. So the meteorite is looking super tasty right now. Like even like I keep looking at it, like it's affordable right now.
I think Meteorite dropped dramatic. It dropped a lot, and look, I mean, for me, like I said, I I'm not planning to sell it anytime soon.
Yeah.
That piece after it's going to be discontinued, man. I mean, I look. People don't have to listen to me. They don't supposed to care about my opinion. But the thing is, the truth is, I don't have money now. I actually saved some money to buy a Daytona steel that's going to come soon. That I ordered for that, But if I had, I swear to God, if I had extra money, I would immediately buy now another Meteorite GMT, if not two, because I really believe that the price is going to drop.
I think I agree with you
triple.
on that one. I agree with you on that one. I think it's actually just it's crazy low right now. The Meteorite GMT, crazy low.
This watch going to be discontinued. In theory, this watch is already discontinued. Even though that is in the catalog, they didn't, because I predict they're going to discontinue this year. And to be honest, I think I'm not wrong. Even though the people are going to say, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Well,
it's in the catalog.
It doesn't
it's in the
really
catalog,
matter if it's discontinued. I mean, it's not like they're producing like another 5,000 this year or something. Even if they're still producing, it doesn't really make a difference.
Man,
It's still a rare watch.
Nobody going to get the Meteorite GMT for retail this year. Remember my words. Nobody. It's in the catalog. It just.
Well, why would you get it from the AD? Don't get it from the AD. Just buy it on the grey market. It's only 50K.
Sorry, we have a super chat. Please let me read the super chat, please. Respect the super chat. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Lux trying to flex his 5-star fine dining while only spending $5 on his fine dining. You're misunderstanding the meaning of the 5, Lux. Ha 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 ha. Thank you for that super chat, Timepiece. Appreciate it.
I can say something about that.
Say whatever you want.
Thailand is cheap in a lot of things. It's true. It's cheap. But hey, guys, there is some places in Thailand that you can lose your pants, and there is some places that are expensive. There is high class in Thailand. Like places that you see houses super expensive car, and yes, also super expensive restaurant. There is restaurant that you can spend $300, $500, maybe even $1,000. Trust me. I mean, it's not only $10, $20.
Here's the thing that I think hurts the Meteorite GMT. Everybody wants to steal Pepsi, so it kind of makes the Meteorite GMT redundant in that collection. And which one would you get rid of? And you say, oh, you should just get rid of the steel. But in reality, most people aren't like you, Marcelo. They'd want to wear steel every day, not a white gold every day. I think is that why people don't want it?
Look, I mean, the funny thing is, unfortunately, I'm wearing the Platona now. But the thing is, this precious metal really, you know what is funny? It's really for you, kind of, because when you buy white gold or platinum, nobody cares. Nobody see this from a meter. You really want to show off by we talked earlier with this today. Buy a yellow gold bluesy. Yeah, that thing pops from a mile away. A mile away.
I've got a friend right now who wants that yellow gold Submariner in blue, and I told him, "Do you realize this is just like the biggest FU watch possible? Like it's not the most." it's not the most exclusive. It's not the hardest to get, although it is hard.
You know what is funny? Look how small I look now. Look from here. You guys can barely see this Platona. It looked like, oh, maybe it's a Daytona. Probably still something, right? Cannot be very clear.
Beautiful, though. The dial.
Yeah, cannot be very clear from this distance. You understand what I mean? Cannot be clear. Can be maybe it's a still. The bluesy, I can be this small. There. You know, you're wearing a yellow.
I told my friend because he wants it to be like one and done. You know, he doesn't have luxury watches, and he's just like, I just love that yellow gold. You know, look, he's Asian, so it's just a thing for them. And I'm just like, this is like a really big FU piece. Like it's not the most expensive piece you could possibly get, but there's nothing that screams FU more than the yellow gold sub.
Man, I can wear 5 Platonas, 3 in each hand, and you come with a bluesy. Everybody look at you. It's like they think this is the most precious watch here. You know, it pops, it screams. You know, I love the bluesy. Usually a yellow gold sub. It was my dream since a kid because my uncle got that watch, and you know, I can say it's actually funny. I can say that, you know, with the opportunity that I had to be able to buy that, I couldn't buy it. It's like you need balls.
Right.
You need shutter balls. I mean, you know, I'm working with the watches in the restaurant. Nobody cares. Nobody say nothing. I feel so comfortable with that. You know, that watch. I was working with my father day that was the 36. Only the head was small gold, and I was wearing a fake, probably leather strap. That was in 2014. 6 months I was actually 1 year I was working with that watch. I got bullied here. It's like, hey, this guy have a gold Rolex, you know, 36 this small, and you feel like an asshole. You feel like an ass, you know. And so when I had the chance to buy the white gold, I mean, that was so cool. You know, you felt so cool that nobody cared. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah,
you know,
I tend to, I don't know, it's a weird balance that us men want. We want something special, but we also want to be able to hide when we don't want to stand out. You know, it's sort of like we want the option.
You know, Ozzy, I have some friends here. Sometimes they see me with it because you know, I told them, I'm doing YouTube, about what you wearing now? I'm like, this is a Rolex, let me hold. I give them, heavy. Say, Rolex steel. Like, you don't tell them it's plastic now, you know, like, Rolex steel is, because I had a friend, Rolex is not that heavy. I said, maybe fake, you know, real Rolex is heavy. You know, like, fuck it.
Marcelo, did you see my Marine Master?
Huh?
Did you see my Marine Master? Like yours?
You have, you have the one with the blue dial, right?
No, it's black. It's black.
Black dial. The dial is black or green?
It's black. It's black. It's the first one.
Okay.
It's the OG. 01, SPDX 01.
It's the first one. Okay. I have the one that actually was a limited edition, the 100, actually stupid, the 140 anniversary of Seiko. The year look a little bit stupid, but basically 140 anniversary. So they actually released one with a green dial, and you have a green dial, kind of a forest green dial. Also a tribute to the island of Yamamote. How they call that island, Mami? Mami, the island in Hokkaido, Yamamote. That island, of that green island. Irio or I think Yomote something. And they actually, I need to go there, make a video, me diving there. That's going to be cool. And what is nice is when you loom the watch, The loom is huge, is amazing. It's actually very strong green loom, and you have a loom on the ceramic bezel from I think from the 10 to 20. You know, that part also loom. But you know, when you do normal loom, you loom in green. Until I did with the UV light, you get a surprise. You do with the UV, suddenly you see the loom on the numbers is actually blue. So everything is green, and then you have a blue loom in the numbers. It's like, whoa! You really freak out. Now, and another thing, I don't know, Ozzy, do you have a Pepsi?
No, it's a Batgirl.
A Batgirl. Okay, that would be wonderful because that was a question. Because the Pepsi, when you loom the Pepsi, all the bezel become red.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, all the bezel become red. So you have blue, and you do with the. I'm talking about with the UV light. You do with UV.
Yeah.
Everything become red. So everybody asked me, what about a bad girl or let's say a Sprite? I said, I don't know. I don't want that water.
Marcelo,
but if you have a UV light, that would be interesting to know if you actually change the color.
Timepiece Esquire is asking, what are you cooking today? He's hungry.
I already finished cooking. I'm done for today. Tomorrow I have a bunch of. It's interesting to hear my preparations. I have a bunch of things to do tomorrow.
So you're saying under the UV light it is that? Because I mean, you're not talking about loom. You're just saying like it appears.
No, under the UV. Today actually I did bring today because I talked today to this, and then I went to the bank before I came to the shop. I went because I needed to show the Pepsi. So I'm going to show you guys. It actually look amazing. I actually have a UV light.
Oh, cool.
So how am I going to do this with you guys? Going to...
You're smart. Okay. You're smart. You keep your watches in the bank predominantly. It's the right thing to do. I think the watch boxes, it gets people to want them to put it all in one place. It's not a good idea.
Man, you're going to freak out. They actually look amazing. You know, I actually need to show... Yeah. I need to show this to my Rolex AD. Is actually dying to see this future.
You get set up.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, okay.
So you have. I tried to find a good light. Okay, you have the Pepsi, right? This is going to be the UV light. Now watch.
Oh.
You see, everything is red.
Oh wow.
Everything become red. Look at that. Yeah. It's a red bezel. It's almost like magic. Everything is red. You don't have no separation. You see? I try to be focused, but you see, no separation at all.
Yeah.
Now you take it out, and it's Pepsi again. Bring it back, red.
Interesting.
So it's like crazy. I mean, always when you do this with the UV light, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna see all blue potentially on the Batgirl, because my understanding is that it's probably a blue bezel that they just darken out on the top half. While we know the Pepsi is a red bezel with the top half sort of blued a little bit, but I mean, I really like the Pepsi in my head, but I just don't like the color. I don't like
Marcelo, can you please tell us what you cooked? Because Timepiece Esquire is kind of mad. You didn't tell him what you cooked earlier. Can you tell him what you cooked earlier?
My normal things. Okay, 1 second. Try to...
No, what? No, we don't know what. Aged meat, what? Steak, what?
Aged meat. Of course, aged meat.
Okay.
Actually, you see, it's actually funny. Now it's blue. Now it's red.
But
this is crazy. Look at
זה לא בפוקוס, אחי. זה לא בפוקוס.
אני יודע, no, what I can do. I try to focus, but it doesn't focus to me for the amazing...
He's a little too close, I think, is why.
StreamYard.
Oh, I tell you what it is. It's the dots on the background. It likes to keep hard focus on the dots. It's easier. What have you been doing with that cushion, Marcelo? What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell's all over that cushion? You've been jerking off on your watch box?
Oh man.
Yeah, you'll be like, show a lot of shit, huh? Yeah, this what happen when you touch I mean, you should check your cushions as well. You know, when we touch the cushions, they become like this. Know what to do? This is the
Marcelo,
thing,
that's
right?
more
I
than
mean,
that's more
This
than
is
just
what-
touching, Marcelo.
it's more than
Turn it on
touching.
again. Turn on the UV, Marcelo. Turn on the UV. We got to take a closer look.
Because look at the. Okay, let me put the front camera. Here we go.
Lux, are you done eating?
But the loom is like crazy. The loom is still crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Lux
still
is
crazy.
gone again. Yeah, I do like the Meteorite GMT, but my wife says she doesn't like it, and she's the final arbiter of taste in the household.
Look, I mean,
I like it. I like it.
I tend to like it. I tend to like it because it's very different than the normal GMT. You know, like again, black dial and you know,
I got lots of black dial sport watches. I don't need.
become one more black dial sport watch. So
Yeah, I don't need
so when
more
you
black dial sport watches.
when you have this contrast, and the thing is, did you ever had the chance to see it in person, to touch it, to really look
No,
at it?
absolutely not.
So when
It's like there's no,
No,
like
so-
they don't just have these in exhibition cases. It's not like
Hey,
everyone's just
look.
rolling around with these.
No, you can go to a gray market dealer. I don't know if
No,
because
the only grey market place is My AD, and that's Booker. They might end up having one actually. So they did
Yeah,
have one a year ago, and I just never saw it. So it is possible. You're right. It is possible. I may end up seeing one.
You know what is cool in Japan? In Japan is like
Yeah. Huge
if I wanted,
market.
if I wanted tomorrow, I could go to Nakano, or I can go to Ginza. It's not if I'm going to find a Meteor Dial GMT. I will find a Meteor Dial GMT, maybe a multiple of them. You know, not more than one, for sure. I know. The prices in Japan, they go around the 10 million yen. This is the prices. So I guess in the state you can get it cheaper. How you said, the market drops, so the prices are low, but they are not that much available. So here you might pay maybe $5,000, $10,000 more, but it will be immediately available. So this is probably the minus about the Japanese market. They are more pricey comparing to everywhere in the world, around 10 to 15% more pricey, but you get everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's there isn't a piece that you don't get. This is ridiculous when you think about it. Like, you know, even Roman Sharp, these guys cannot say, tell me the piece you want, I give you the piece right now, today. Even they cannot say that.
Right.
I can tell you here, I can say this. Actually, we can see multiple of them. Tell me what you want. We can check several shops. We can see the same one couple of times, not only one. So
I just want to go back. There was a comment from P. Lucas saying, talking about me sharing one of my health, genetic health things that's up with me, but you know, apparently not up with me. Yeah. I want to emphasize, like, health is just such an important thing that the moment that I've got like a little cold or something like that, I don't care about watches. I don't care about money. If I could give up, say, you know, if I could give up every single dollar of net worth that I've got to just guarantee that my family doesn't have health issues for the next 10 years, I would do it. I would start again.
Man, this is tell me a person that's going to say the opposite. Tell me a person that's going to say the opposite. No, nobody going to give up on health. And the youth, how we say.
No, but it's important to
core.
vocalize it sometimes, because you people have to like realize, like, what would you actually give up? Like, if you were faced with a situation with your family or something like that, what is that worth to you? And if you say, you know what, I would give up everything, it may allow you to do the small things that matter the most. Lose that extra 3 pounds, you know, go for that little health checkup, you know, don't let it slide. That's the most
Look,
important thing.
this is almost common sense. It's not even about being a good person to say something like that or to think like that. It's almost, no, let's go to the most horrible person in history. Let's say Hitler. He would give up everything for his family. you understand? I mean, even the worst of the worst. Is a kind of, I think, human nature of us protecting our the most closest to us. We don't care about nobody else.
But my point is, like, most don't do it. As in, we talk about would we make the grand gesture? I think yes, but will you make the small gesture of keeping your calories under 2,200 a day for a little while?
No, because now you come to a different question. You come how much you because your family is number one. The question is, do you consider yourself number two? In a way, like, do you consider yourself to be healthy and protect yourself enough to basically to support the family but continue with the family? Most of people they think about the family but they forget about themselves. Yeah, it's true.
Right. While men are trained, they're told by society to sacrifice themselves for everyone else. And we have to say that, like, don't do that. Your family needs you guys. Okay? Your family needs you, not just your money. They need you. So really, really make sure that you are good for them, not just the money that you got.
Talking about that, I heard that Japanese society basically dying. Is like there is older people than younger people, young generation. The thing's getting in reverse now. The numbers of population reducing.
I don't think that's a problem. I think that's a luxury problem.
Yesterday I have a French friend, and we talk about we all need to pay pension, right? And I was joking with him because I said, look, I pay pension already today. And I think I don't remember how much I pay, like 300 or 500 or whatever a month. And I told him, when I'm going to be 65, how much money are you going to get? Like 1,000, 500? They said, no, you're going to get maybe $300. I said, okay. Now, let's go in reverse. Let's call somebody that is turning 20 or 25, starting to pay pension, right? If instead of paying a pension, you would put only $20 in the bank every month, $20 for the next 50 years. You know how much money the bank would give me a month for the next 25 years? I would get like 10 grand a month, So where the money go?
More than money. We don't live on literally money. We live on what you do, like the output of your work, which is being served food. And so we all have to keep providing for each other, and that's really where everything comes from. In Japan, like, domestic market for everything is huge, right? Like most of the things people are buying and interacting with and getting services and goods for in Japan are all domestic. So they all have to keep providing for each other. There is no retirement.
There is a problem. Another problem is that they don't thinking about, for example, for instance, in Germany, population also was reducing. So then they opened the borders to bring immigrants to actually work and increase the population, increase the jobs in the market. Same thing like happening in the States, everywhere. When you open the borders for immigrants to come to help the country. We're talking of course the legal immigrants that pay how we say, taxes or something. But you understand that, and Japan is very strict on bringing foreigners to Japan. Is like you need to marry Japanese, or you really need to have a business relationship, or some business, something in Japan that when that business stop, of course you never get your green card, you never become Japanese, and then you need to leave. And I think because I told him why Japanese they don't open themselves. He said, I don't basically we had this argument, and he told me, Marcelo, you don't understand Japanese mentality, Japanese thing. I said, what? He said, Japanese, they want to stay, they don't think about expanding or how we say involving. Right. They don't want to involve like to change. They want to keep the core. They want to keep the tradition, the Japan. Right. So I told them, yeah, so let's say 100 years from now, it's going to be only 100 Japanese in all Japan. He said, yeah, for them it's okay.
Good. That's fine, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, the Swiss are similar, but not all Swiss. Yeah. Like some Swiss, especially on the French side, are a little bit more European-minded. But no, it's the same like in Switzerland. And I think there are problems that come about because of, say, declining or stagnant population. But I think there are also big benefits that come from it as well. It's just that from, a government perspective, elite perspective, they go, oh, GDP is going to go down. It's like, well, screw GDP. I just got a second house because the population's declining, and that's fine. Yeah. Everyone can have a holiday home now. It's fine. So I think that the government chasing numbers like GDP and Social Security, like those sorts of programs, those all fail under declining populations, but they don't have to succeed. Like in Japan, a lot of older people work, like I see lots of videos of people working in their 70s and 80s, and that might be just how it has to work, because there's no extra generation to take care of them. Otherwise, you're just turning the younger people into slaves,
In theory, it becomes there. Look, I mean, you do have some older people that, because the rule in Japan is very similar to all over the world. At 65, you're supposed to be retired from your job and get impatient. And there is a majority that do that. And then you have the unusual cases that basically they continue to work. They want to work, and then basically they don't get the pension because they're working. They actually it's like they don't take from the system. You're providing for the system, so they encourage that to. I mean, if you can provide to the system, and if we can suck you dry, and how long you can push it, please do it. Kind of.
I think fundamentally, like with the declining population, you just have to say like it's probably immoral to try and maintain a pension system. Like like ultimately the goods and services have to be provided, and if you say these people who are old but could work no longer work,
what pissed me off? What pissed me off is I'm a foreigner, married Japanese foreigner living in Japan, and because of that, I came when I was actually I opened the restaurant when I was 38. So I started before I didn't pay patient. Then they had a regulation that they enforced me to pay patient. I think when I was like 42 or something, and they actually taxed me to pay the pass. So I needed to pay something like $7,000. For patient of the pass. The thing is, I'm never going to get even close to the patient that the Japanese would get. I don't want to pay patient, but they enforce you to.
Well, it's same in America. Like I was on, a work visa, and under a work visa, you will never get the Social Security. But you're forced to pay it anyway.
You're forced to pay, and it's like, hey, I mean.
But it's all a scam. I mean, we are likely to never get a single dime from that system, or it'd be a tokenary amount to so the government can say, "Oh, look, it worked for you." It worked for you. You're getting a fraction of what the value you put in. It's like, it worked for you.
Look, the government also don't really, you know, I mean, it's actually funny when when your business is doing well, you need to pay so much taxes, you know, and then you can say, okay, when your business is doing bad, I mean, they don't give a shit. You still need to pay your taxes. So you know, I mean, they never give you this kind of balance. Then there is good years, there is bad years, and the good years compensate for the bad years. This is the idea that actually we study in school. You know, like in business in school. You know, when it goes like this, you save money for the bad times to recover. How you save money when they actually fuck you up in the taxes? This they never teach us. They never told us in the school, hey, in your good year, you're going to get fucked. In your bad year, you know you're going to, you know, now you understand why you have teachers that teaching business and they don't open their own business. Think about that.
Yeah. Dis, do you know much about German baking?
I know that I love one German cake, which is called Schwarzwald, the Black Forest. That's what I know.
Oh wow, yeah, that's everyone's favorite.
That is a classic.
Black Forest, yeah.
Black Forest.
Yes, I don't know much about. I know Sachertorte. Sachertorte. That's it.
I'm
by the
trying
way,
to get just straight up good bread, and my AD recommended this German bakery here in Las Vegas, and
there is one more German bakery that, of course, this no, but he just kept out of his head now, and this is Strudel.
Strudel, of course, Strudel. Apfelstrudel. Apfelstrudel.
Apfelstrudel, yeah.
Yeah. Why are you thinking about German desserts now?
No, I actually am.
I'm just like in America, just the bread sucks. The everyday bread is just terrible. It's honestly the worst. And,
somebody told me once. Somebody actually told me once. I don't know if it's true. You can fix it if it's true or not. I'm not going to offend the American bakeries, but I heard that the reason that the quality of the bread is less good is because of the quality of the water. Even so, that sounds for me very stupid, because if it's so, they can use filter water or mineral water. So again, I don't know.
In Vegas, yeah, I mean that's a very real consideration. The water here in Las Vegas is extremely hard. We're talking, I don't know. I think in an average area in America, you're talking like 100 parts per million of minerals. In Vegas, it's like 400. Like I can't drink the water without filtering it. So if you just cook, like I don't cook without filtering the water. It takes more time.
Man, even here, I mean, I can show you in my sink is now dirty,
Marcelo,
but basically you see, always filters. We always using these filters. I mean, I never touch water from the sink. Never.
We have a super chat. Ooh, super chat. Ooh, holy super chat. Daytona, $3 Aussie. What's Platona price difference from old to new model? Do you guys know the answer? Because I don't.
I have a range. So I think the outgoing Platona was somewhere around 76,000 for the non diamond indices. It might have even been 74 or even 72. But I think 76 is the right number. And then, no, actually it would have been closer to 74. And then the new Platona, I think, is in the 84 to 82 range. So we're talking $8,000, $10,000 difference, I think.
Wow. I mean, I can say, for me, it's difficult to say, even though that it's funny that I got it for retail, but the retail price change in a year very much for several reasons. Is also the drop of the yen and the increasing of the prices. So last year, it was in yen, it was, for the one that I have, it was 7.8 million yen. And when I brought it in September 30, that is my birthday. Let's call it October 1st. It was 9 million exactly. So the price pumped to 9 million. The thing is that the new Platona, even if it wouldn't be a new one, if you would continue even the same one, I agree with you. They pump the price, and it would be probably. I estimate in yen, it probably would be already like 11 million or something like that. So I'm not surprised to see that. Not necessarily because it's new or there's some big changes. It's just because the increasing of the price the way Rolex do. And you can actually check with models that already existed. If you check let's say the Cermet, the Pepsi, the ones that actually, even the Meteorite Pepsi, let's say, is still in the catalog. This watch is also pumping price. Not only the Platona.
Right. Yeah, it's gone up a bit outside of the model change, is also just in general the price increasing. You know, once you start getting to high numbers, even a low percentage, it results in a big number change ultimately. So, yeah, but this being said, on the grey market, I think the new Platona will be double the old Platona. I know you don't want to hear that myself. I honestly think...
I personally don't care. But
I think like the current one's about 130.
Look, I'm funny. I got it like in a kind of a shock, a surprise, because if it's true, man, you guys have to go for the old one because it's not, it's going to be crazy to be double. Wow, that would be. Wow, that would be.
I'm gonna guess the new Platonas floats around 220, something like that, for quite a while. They're just not. They're trying. My understanding is that they're just not looking to produce as many of the Platona anymore. Like, it was rare before. Like an AD might get like 4 a year. Now 1 a year seems like the target.
But another thing that you don't know is that we know about 2 models that are in the catalog. The one with the regular one, and the one with the baguette diamond. And that also used to be in the old catalog. But the truth is that the older Platona, since the first release of the first one in 2013, they actually pumped 7 Platonas. It was 5 models off catalog.
Yeah, the gem set ones, yes.
Yeah, 5 models of catalog, the James ones, and of course the Arab
indices,
the Arab indices. So again, we don't know if the new ones also have 5 versions or 3 versions of catalog.
Well, there's already at least one off catalog gem set Platona. Like, it's fully pave, full diamond out. It's
wow! I
absolutely
already
insane.
known. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's already a one gem set one out there.
Okay.
But it's so, like, the new gem set models are so expensive. Like, the previous ones I could entertain. Like, if a rainbow came along, I would pull the trigger. I think that's like MSRP like 130. Like, that's fine, no problem. But I think like that fully diamond out Platona is somewhere around 300, 400,000 MSRP. I'm like, okay. I can't. I want special. I'm not that special. I can't. I can't see 400K to a...
I told you, nobody care about the Platona. When you wear a bluesy gold, you pop, you shine from a mile away. Listen, if you wear a chandelier in your hand, man, it's like from a mile away. If you wear a chandelier, you're done. Like, I mean, this Platona, they used to call it the chandelier Platona. It's like it's game over.
Yeah, 100%. I like the. I don't like the new Daytona overall compared to the older one, but I think the new Platona is special. Yours might look better, I think, but it depends on what's already in
No,
your
I mean,
collection as
look,
well.
I think I'm going to be honest. I mean, I think that the new one is better. It have a better movement. It look better because the indices is more thin. It look a more nice watch than mine. But the reason that I don't regret getting the one that I have is very important to me. That 50, the release of that of the model that I have, because it was the 50th anniversary release,
Yeah.
and I got it on my 50th birthday. So
Okay.
that's why for me it is the perfect watch that I cannot I cannot feel
Right.
jealous or angry because it's the perfect one. If I would miss that one and I would get this one this year, the new one, I think I would feel bad actually.
Right.
Because it wouldn't have
that
that
is half
perfect
the
match.
reason I want the 60 as well. It's my
Yeah.
40th this year. To get an anniversary Daytona, whether it's the Le Mans or the Platona in the next year, that's the main reason. If I get to 41, I might pull the plug on the whole idea.
Man, if you get the new one, I mean, I congrats you. I mean, the new one is stunning. It's beautiful. I just need to because I got fucking old. I'm 50 and I need to accept the 51. I mean, I
No,
cannot.
I think
It cannot
it's a great
separate me,
idea.
unfortunately. But the new one is amazing. I mean, if it wouldn't be related to year with my case, man, I would jump to the new one. I would even sell the
I
old
think
one
it
and jump to
depends
the new one.
on what's in your collection, because you don't have another Daytona, right?
No, yet.
Yeah. So
I'm waiting for the new steel one actually.
Yeah, but what dial color? Black?
The white one. I want
white.
the.
Okay,
I
at
know
least
it's
it's a new
boring. I know
Daytona.
it's boring.
I mean,
Yeah.
the issue I have is like, I think the outgoing Daytona is just on ceramic with ceramic is the better looking Daytona. I don't like that rim. I don't like the sort of the profile of the thing.
Yeah,
The only reason
it
the
would be
Platona gets a
interesting.
pass is because
Yeah.
it's just special, as in, like, it's more special
Yeah.
this time around. So that's the only reason I give that a pass.
Ozzy, I want so much the new steel Daytona. Not necessarily like I'm dreaming about that watch. I really want because when we collect watches, it's like a curiosity. I want to get it for that reason. And when I get it, it's not like, oh, don't talk to me. It's the most beautiful watch in the world. Get out of it. It's like, yeah, there is some fault. I actually want to get it to find the fault, to actually complain about it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you probably understand because maybe you did it with a bad girl as well, right? We like to see the
Right.
toy, the faults, what is wrong, what you guys did. You guys actually shit.
I think
I want
the
to see
previous
that.
Panda is more interesting because it's the steel 116500 is different to all the other Daytonas. Like the case is different, like the dimensions are
Yeah.
different, and proportions are different. So it's a unique watch. You can have the steel of the previous generation, and then that will be okay alongside any other Daytona, new or
Yeah.
old, because it's actually a unique watch. Yeah, it's
No,
interesting.
the new one. I don't know if it was confirmed that they actually perfect the idea of all the Daytonas from the steel to the precious metal be
They're all the
exactly
same
the
now.
same.
Yeah, they're all the
Really?
same now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the closest photos that they're all the same now. They're all symmetrical. They're all with the flat feet lugs. They're all the
Okay,
same
this
now.
is.
So I do like that the steel is different to the, like my wife's Daytona. She's got the gold one. Like they're literally different. You can point out.
Wow.
You can geek out on it, like you say. You're like, oh look, this one the lugs are small, and on this one they're even. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, look, I like to play with this. I mean, so for me, I want to get the Daytona. After that, I would really want to see the new versions of the Pepsi that are going to come out. If I am correct, according to my predictions, so they're going to do the same cases of the new sub. So this is going to be the new Pepsis.
I'll be interested as long as they get the Pepsi colors right. Like to me, like real red, real blue, not purple. Because I'm red green colorblind, and as soon as you start mixing colors together, the contrast just vanishes for me. It just looks all the same.
Hey, you saw what I did with the UV on the Pepsi.
Yeah.
Everything become red. I think. Look, I mean, cool the way it is. I think this is a flaw. I think this is something it doesn't really supposed to be like that. I think if you perfect the way that you said the blue and the red, when you're going to do with the UV, it's probably going to stay blue and red. It's not going to create that flaw. So I think they had some difficulty to work with that.
That is very interesting. That's why I think I lose contrast on it a lot, because there's a lot of UV light in sunlight. So you go out into sunlight and there's a lot more red coming out of that blue part of the bezel than under artificial lighting. Like different conditions, it just sort of, the contrast just disappears. And that's all I see. I almost never see it as blue and red. It's just the one color for me usually.
It's amazing. So now you get it. Now you know why you see it, because you are more sensitive with the UV.
Yeah,
so
just interject in your exciting Platona talk. We have 4 more minutes until I close the stream down, because it's been very long and I have been streaming since the morning. I need a break. So if you have anything to say in the chat, super chat, please upvote. And on the panel, start thinking about this stream is ending. So,
nor is this. Yeah. So if there is a new Pepsi, I'd be interested as long as it looks really red, really blue. I'd be very interested.
And it was 2 other watches that also interesting me and interesting another 3 million people in the watch community. It was of course the titanium Yachtmaster and the green dial Sky Dweller. So what do you think about these 2 pieces, actually?
I think the titanium Yachtmaster can be summed up as the Daytona now has a glide lock. The Yachtmaster on Everose already has a glide lock, but for some reason the titanium Yachtmaster doesn't have a glide lock. And it's not just that. It's like there's a lot of things that they missed on the titanium Yachtmaster that make me not want it. All right, I think that's my last word. I don't like the titanium Yachtmaster, even though I was asking for it for years.
And the Sky Dweller with the green dial. Actually, it looked like a kind of ice green. I don't know what to call it.
Sky Dweller is just too thick for me. I just like, especially if you look at its side profile, like this got this tiny crown and the Sky Dweller is like towering over it. It's not for me.
Look, the Sky Dweller is basically they just 42 millimeter, not 41, but 42. It's they just 42.
100%.
Okay, I want to thank everyone who was on the stream. We had a long list of people, so I won't go through everyone. And let's go over the super chats, if you will allow me. We had Roland, timepiece, Roland, timepiece, Terry, timepiece, ABC, timepiece, Tiktology, timepiece, Daytona. Thank you so much for putting your hands in your digital pocket and supporting Archie Luxury. We greatly appreciate it. I mean, what we, I am not Archie. Archie appreciates it and he loves you. Yeah. And thank you, our beautiful panelists right now, Aussie expat who is wearing a nice shirt that reminds me of Colombian drug lords. And Marcelo, It's so good to have you here. Let's make peace in the Archieverse.
Peace.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of the day, evening, whatever, whenever. Goodbye. Wait, I didn't screw with that. Okay, goodbye.